down the hammer and pick up the pencil. You're about to listen to the Savvy Radio Show. Learn from real-life real estate investors, experience revealed with the Savvy Landlord as your host.
Hey, what's going on? This is your friend Steve VanCauwenbergh. You tuned in to the Savvy Radio Show. We're getting busy. We got 3 done this week. We're moving forward. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the last one with my homeboy, Ethan. Inspiring. If you're an entrepreneur, you may want to listen to that episode twice. That's just last Wednesday. Today's Friday. And hopefully your spirits are lifted, or you may be in a funk. A great listener, friend of mine, sent me this website, WebMD. I know a lot of you folks are on there. Some of you are. I'm not. But he sent me this article called In a Funk and How to Shake It Off. And I was like, man, I know somebody's in a funk. Actually, to be honest, I've been in a funk for a minute, probably the longest in my life. And I just got out of it, and I actually was going to do a podcast on how did I get out of my funk. I've been writing this down for a long time because I know a lot of people deal with anxiety. I know a lot of people deal with depression. And I remember when I would confess that to my wife, and I was like, I'm kind of dealing with depression. She'd get all nervous, is it, and she would never say the word medicated, but I could see her eyes light up and be frustrated. And I'm like, so I stopped using the word depression. And I guess the best safe word would be funk. You're just not feeling motivated. And, some of it is circumstances that arise, or circumstances that you put yourself in, or things that are just out of your whim, or you may hit a goal. And I noticed that I'm a high achiever, and I work with a lot of high achievers, which is just a blessing in itself. You need to hang around the right people because it's just iron sharpens iron, or it's just contagious. That's the word I'm looking for. Contagious. You with a bunch of sad people, you're going to be sad. With a bunch of achievers, you're going to get juiced up. And, that's kind of why you should go to events like Ohio or Mr. Landlord Conference or the Investor Weekend, Oklahoma City, 2019 in April. You got to get around people, but you still may be dealing with the funk. And so here's some things. Now, this is not all me. I'm just throwing in some of my own experiences with it, but this is you can Google this up, In a Funk. This is how you shake it off. I need to listen to that song, Shake It Off. But first of all, when you're feeling down, number one, take a hot bath. And honestly, when I started running pretty intensely as a wannabe marathon runner, man, my body would be depleted. And I found certain supplements. One is called from Vega. It's called Accelerator Recovery, Bomb, Worth It, berry flavor, and it has a bunch of potassium in it. And how can you run 13 miles or 11 miles or 20 miles and then hit it hard the next day? Now, after you run, you broke. But what I figured, your body's broken. But I've noticed you take a hot bath with Epsom salt in it, get this smelly stuff. I know all these ladies are like, yeah, number one, take a bath. And I'm telling you, I've noticed a difference when I take a bath. It doesn't snap me out of my funk, but it feels good. And number one, shake it off. Take a bath. Number two, reach out. Reach out to somebody else that needs you. I'm telling you, when you volunteer or when you help someone and someone else is in the same funk as you are, and if you just talk to someone that you love, like I've noticed this. I got a homeboy that I talk to all the time. Almost every day, at least twice a day at times. At least once a day, or I know at least 5 times a week. And it's just reaching out. He's struggling and I'm struggling, or he's struggling with a contractor and I'm dealing with a ghetto tenant, and we just help each other. And that leads me into another situation. There's a book that I definitely recommend it's on my child's list of books that they must read before they get a car. And not worrying can save your life by Dale Carnegie. And when you're in a funk or you're stressed out, it affects your immune system. And you need to overcome that. I don't necessarily stress out. Some people just stress out and they get diarrhea. But, I read this book. It says, don't worry, it could save your life. It's a phenomenal book. Dale Carnegie, the cat that wrote How to Win Friends and Influence People. But he wrote a book. It's not as, it is a bestseller, but it's not really talked about as much. But get that. But first, number 2, reach out. Number 3, now this is not me, but it says eat dark chocolate. Now, dark chocolate's supposed to be healthy for you. Grab a little bar. It does give you an instant, perk, but you don't want to get addicted. Next thing you know, you'll be chubby Lucius like your boy. But it's better for you in the long run. Number 4, I found this has worked tremendously. Music. Right now I'm into dance music called trap, and it's just sick. My boy's in it. He calls it breakdown music. I'm telling you, when I put that on, and I was hanging out with my homeboy Ethan, and we just chatted about everything, and he says he just gets in a zone. He turns the music on loud. I'm assuming this cat, the way he explained it to me, he had a subwoofer in his office. He turned the lights down low, and he just got after it. Number 4, music is so powerful. You got to add it to your routine. Listen to some music, motivational stuff. My wife listens to when she runs her 11 miles, she's listening to like a YouTube mix of a motivational stuff. It works. So do it. Number 5, laugh. Laugh out loud, laugh a lot. First of all, it's healthy, and you lose weight at the same time. I mean, you burn some calories is what I'm saying. Go watch a movie, maybe a TV show, not a serious like Ryan, whatever the dude's name is on Amazon or whatever. But, go watch a movie. Go watch a movie with a homeboy or homegirl and laugh and have a good time. Number 6, do a good deed. A good deed. Like go serve something. Go plant a tree. Go serve in a ministry. I'm telling you, on Thursdays rolls around. On Thursday, you can find me on the Whiz Kids on the east side at Mount Olive Baptist Church. That's the facility for Thelma Parks. It's an elementary school. 99, I think 100% are on student lunch. And that's all I got to say. And on free government student lunch process, and probably I don't know what the real statistics are. I'm telling you, I don't want to go. I'm frustrated, Dale, and I just stop what I'm doing. I get in my truck and I drive over there, and I serve every Thursday for when I'm in town for 2.5 hours. I'm telling you, I'm doing something good. Do something good. It makes a difference in your life, and at least for that short amount of time in your funk, you shook out. WMD says, have a pet. I don't know about no pets. I don't got time for all this extra juice and food and maintain. But for some people, dogs really work. They said on where I'm getting this information from, it says hug a dog. Can you run a dog for a little while? Is that an entrepreneur endeavor in the making? Run a dog. It works. It does. I know for a fact because one Saturday I took my children to the library, and it was called Read to a Dog Day. And they were dogs that they use in hospitals to cheer people up. Man, what a great idea and ministry. But man, maybe you should go to PetSmart, or maybe go on a Saturday morning and, man, they need to own a dog because a dog ain't bringing money in, but it costs you money. So it's a doodad. I only buy assets, but still an asset could be a dog to cheer you up. If it's worth it, you may want to do it. All right. Number 8, drink water. Your body needs water. If you're getting a headache, you're not drinking enough water. I heard this other day that your brain is surrounded by a bunch of water, sitting in water. And when you are not drinking enough water, you may cause yourself to have a headache. Come on. Yeah, I struggle with it too. So go drink some water. All right. Number 9, I do this already, but when you're stressed out at all, go take a walk. Go outside, get in the. I'm telling you, I walk around the block, even in the hood. I'll walk around, even if I'm looking at a house and it's frustrated or something, or tinted chairs. Walk around. It works. Go outside, take a walk. It works. Another thing on the physicality of it, I learned this from Anthony Robbins. When you're outside, look up to the sky, put your hands up and start clapping. I know it's crazy, but do it, and it changes your state, which changes your body posture, and things just seem a lot better. Number 10, exercise. On top, get the Trouble-Lucius working. You got to get at least 20 minutes of your heart rate up. The great thing about it is at that moment, your endorphins start popping. And I noticed that I think what got me in my funk for a little while is I wasn't exercising. I put some weight on. And I know when I'm at my optimum, and one of some key people in my life is when I was running. And when I was running, I would be thinking, I'd be praying, I'd be just, and ideas would pop in my mind. And I would always get frustrated because I'm like, did I write that down? Of course, I would remember them later, but at the moment, but it worked. Dopamine is off the chain. I bet you it's better than CBD or all you little cannabis folks out there getting juicy on it. Hey, try exercise, try the natural high, try dopamine. Get on a HIIT machine. If you don't know what a HIIT machine is, Google it up, HIIT or HITT. Yeah. Bowflex has one. Proform has one. It's worth it. I got one. I jump on that bad boy. 10 minutes, I'm already juiced up, already flowing. But the key is you got to get on that thing. You got to get on number 10. You got to exercise. Number 11, eat healthy. Like really eat healthy. It's hard. I know people travel. But I noticed that my life was a completely 110 off the charts. Production was up. I was crushing it. And I was a vegan at that time. And I noticed that I was a vegan for 1 year. I broke off the veganism. And I don't know why. There's variables to it. One, we noticed something different in iron and some other vitamins that we weren't lacking in. Doesn't mean I don't eat red meat today. So I'm going to want to be somebody. But I noticed that when you're not eating healthy, you are sluggish. And you're sluggish, that means you're second, that's not, or third, or fourth, or fifth. And that's not who you are. Eat healthy and do it. Number 12. I didn't write this. Remember, this is, go Google up WebMD in a funk. Here's how to shake it off. Number 12, have sex. Hey, it's a good thing. You should be married. So go do it. Number 13, meditate. Man, it works. It's just tough for you folks like myself out there, entrepreneur. Mine's always racing, but just try it. I don't know if it'll get you out of the funk. It definitely will slow you down, and it's definitely worth it. Number 14, Big Ben. 14, rest. Even take a nap. Get minimum of 6 hours. Get 8 hours. I'm telling you, if you sleep, you rejuvenate, your body's working, it's resting, your mind needs to rest. Program your subconscious mind and lay down, okay? Listen to some affirmations, read some affirmations, and then lay down. Take a 10-minute power nap. Thomas Edison, these cats would work all the time. They would nap in their laboratory. It's just phenomenal. We think we're being lazy, but if you're having a 10-minute nap, now if you're sleeping all the time or you're sleeping 10 hours at a time, you may have a depression problem. But, you need to rest well, nap if necessary, and sleep 6 to 8 minimum. 15, Big Ben, this is it right here. You gotta have a vacation. Do you hear me? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm telling you, your job doesn't care about you. If you got to take off. Go on a vacation. Go. I'm telling you, 30 years from now, and they say, I've read this so many times, on the deathbed, or 60 years from now, how old you are, when you're laying down at 90, I wish I would have spent more time in the office. No, they always say, I wish I would have spent more time with my family. Yep, that's what you should be doing. Spending time with your family. Go do it. Set up a vacation. Plan it. Organize it. Tell your job, I got to go. I got to go on vacation. They do it in Europe. I don't know why they don't do it here. Anyway, hopefully these things helped you out. Hopefully you get out of funk. And if you can't, you call your boy VanCauwenbergh, and we can juice it up. We can connect. If you're on your way to Ohio and you're hearing this, because it's the weekend, it's the Ohio real estate convention. If you're in the area, if you see me, come holler at me. I'm hanging out, just trying to find like-minded people so we can grow together.
Thanks for listening to the Savvy Radio Show. Glide online and listen to our other motivating episodes at savvyradioshow.com. Connect on Twitter at LandlordBook and always be buying assets.